A quick note before we get started, today's video is sponsored by Megalopolis City of Collectibles, which, by the way, happens to be the only place you can buy the figure that we're taking a look at in today's video. So let's dive right in and check out the Vitruvian HACKS exclusive Darvold, the Elven Swordmaster from Boss Fight Studio. That is alright, my friends. So Boss Fight Studio puts out some high quality, fantastic action figures, especially for fans of the 4-inch scale. Now, I've taken a look at some of the Vitruvian HACKS on this channel here in the past. Super fun toys. And this particular exclusive, Darvold, the Elven Swordmaster, you might notice if you are a shopper of Megalopolis that this particular character does have a bit of a color palette that is similar to their mascot. That is right, my friends. Even though this is a standalone character that could just fit in perfectly fine with the rest of your Vitruvian HACKS action figures, he does also bear a passing resemblance to the Toy Overlord, which is the mascot of Megalopolis. So pretty fun stuff. And we are going to check out this brand new figure right here today. So as you can see, it does come in the same style packaging that we've seen the other 4-inch scale Vitruvian HACKS figures come inside of. It's really great collector-friendly packaging there. You can fully see the figure and his accessories over here. We got some great artwork on this side. And when we flip it over to the back side, we've got some photography, and we've also got a very cool bio for this character. Now, I mentioned that this was collector-friendly packaging because this is one of those boxes where we just have the little plastic lips on the sides here. We can kind of move those out of the way. Slide my finger through here just like that. There we go. And then we can remove the cardboard backer there, and we can easily pull the figure right out of the packaging just like so. That way, if you decide that after opening him up and taking a look at him, that you would prefer to actually display him in the packaging, or say you need to pack him up for moving or whatever, it's very easy to securely put him right back in the packaging. So I'm always a big fan of collector-friendly packaging. I think that is fantastic. So let me go ahead and get this guy pulled out of this little clamshell here, this little blister, and we're going to take a closer look at him. All right, so here we go. We've got Darvold outside of the packaging. Just so you guys can see with the tape measure in here, you can see that the figure stands right there at the 4-inch scale and is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the sculpt work with Boss Fight Studio has always been tremendous. I love the look of their characters. And this, of course, is part of their world that kind of builds out that more medieval kind of feeling, the swords and sorcery type of approach there. So all in all, really great looking figure. So let's look at everything that comes with this guy. First of all, you'll notice I've got him on a signature figure stand. Now, this comes with all of the Boss Fight figures. You can see it's got the Boss Fight logo there, but actually does a great job of securing the figure and keeping him standing. And you just put him into the peg holes on the bottom of his feet there. And I'm going to remove that accessory because we'll talk about the accessories more in just a bit, but I want to kind of show you guys a closer look at the figure itself. All in all, great look to that sculpt. Like I said, I love the color choices here with the purple kind of adorned with that gold there on the piece of the cape that comes over the chest. You can see the cape kind of drapes down over the back. That is a more pliable plastic, but it is a plastic cape there. All in all, a really, really great look. Articulation on these guys is also very nice. You can see they do have ball jointed heads, which are removable. I'll get to that here in just a second. You got those nice ball-like joints there at the shoulders, so the arms can swivel, move up and down. You got the bends at the elbow. You got swivels at the wrists as well as hinges. You can see the wrist can actually move up and down is the way it hinges there. We've got a torso and a waist there, so nice joints going on in those spots there. We got those hinge joints there at the thighs, legs can go outwards, forwards, backwards there. You got the great double bends in the knees. You can see very, very tight articulation there too. Kind of has that ratchet joint thing going on, which I really like, so that they're nice and sturdy. And then the ankles can swivel left and right, as well as move up and down. So really nice articulation on these guys. You should be able to get some good poses out of them, especially if you're going to set up like battle scenes or anything like that. And like I said, those figure stands work very well. You can see how good he balances here when he's got that figure stand attached. So we've got some interchangeable parts, like I talked about. He does come with an extra set of hands. Both of the pairs of hands are gripping hands, but you can see that the shapes are slightly different, probably for holding on to the various accessories he has. Now, he is a Swordmaster elf, so he does come packaged with this very cool cutlass kind of style sword, which is really cool looking. Check that. Well, let's go and get it in the hand here. That would help, huh? Maybe I need to switch hands. There we go. So we can get the figure holding on to his blade. I love how we've even got like some nice intricate work in the blade there itself. So we can get our Swordmaster positioned, holding onto a sword. But if that's not good enough for you, he also comes with dual axes. So you can do like dual wielding, or he can hold a sword and an axe if you want to. Really, really fun accessories. I love this quite a bit. And if you wanted to swap out those hands, in case you haven't seen these before, it's very easy just to pull the hand right out of the socket and place the new one right in its place. And it's a really nice tight plug there, so it fits really good. You don't have to worry about them being loose or falling out or anything like that. So we've got that swappable head that I talked about there. Same thing with that. It is on a ball joint. You'll notice that the peg actually stays inside of the head. So we've got this other head, which is like a helmeted or a mast head. So we'll just take this mast head. We'll pop it right there in the neck joint. You can just display him just like this with just the mast head, but he also has this purple hood. And you'll probably want to put the head actually like into the hood first. I think that'll make it easier to place onto the figure. It's always a bit tricky when you have to actually put the head inside of the hood and then still get the ball joint popped on in the neck there. But it is doable. And as you can see, once you do that, you create an entirely new look for the character. So now we've got kind of like that blacked out face. We've got that purple hood. And now he looks a lot more like the mascot of Megalopolis, the toy overlord. In fact, boom! Hey, how about this? It's comparison time. This is just like a cute Megalopolis little squishy toy there, but just to show you guys what they were going for with the look here with the purple cape and the purple hood and the blacked out face. It's a pretty fun homage, seeing how this is exclusive to Megalopolis. So it's pretty cool. There's a couple different ways you can display this guy, of course, because of all those interchangeable parts. Like I showed you how you could even use that head there without the hood, but we can also remove the cape. And you can see on the back there, he's got like a peg hole because he does also come with this little backpack here that you can put on, which you could have under the cape, but it does make it a little bulky. However, it's pretty cool because they actually put the hole through the cape there. So if you want to put this on the back with the cape, like over the cape, you just got to kind of like sync up those holes there, and then look at that. You can actually plug that right there onto the cape. It's pretty cool. So it's really neat how you can just build this guy out, arm him up, change his look however you want. And that's part of the beauty of the HACKS line, is that you can mix and match these guys to basically build out whatever types of characters you want to display in the collection. So really, really fun stuff here. All right, so we've had some fun kind of mixing and matching parts here to show you the different ways you can display them. I'm going to bring in some of my other HACKS action figures here just to kind of position all around him, just so you can see how he fits in with the line here. Just a really fun batch of figures. I think Boss Fight does some really incredible work, especially for fans of this 4-inch scale, because there's not a lot of that out there anymore, right? There just isn't a lot of this really cool 4-inch scale that's highly detailed and super articulated. So he is a really nice figure to add to the overall lineup. So as I mentioned, Darvold here is exclusive to Megalopolis. So if you want to add this guy to your collection today, make sure you head on over to megalopolis.toys, or you can download the Megalopolis app through iOS or the Android store. That way you can have easy access right there from your phone to a whole inventory of product, and you can even check out some Pixel Dan videos right there through the app. So be sure to head on over to Megalopolis and grab your own Darvold for your collection today.